to What's Up Kansas City. Thank you for joining me again, the Karis Harrington Show. Today we have 2 of the 5 members of NuWayv The Movement. How are you?
Yeah. How you doing? Thank you.
Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. I want you all to give this interview a little bit of attention, because while we only have 2 of the 5 members, we're going to get a little special treat about halfway through the interview. But I want to start with a little bit of background. Why don't you tell me a little bit, and our viewers, just a little bit about how NuWayv got started, kind of what the concept of the group was.
Let me see, about 2008, around 2008, 2009, I had just had a vision, a dream that came to me, and I wanted to, at that time I was living in New Jersey, but I wanted to have something that was going on in my town of Kansas City, Missouri. So I reached out to some people that I knew, who, you know, some really talented, gifted artists, to kind of make this dream come to fruition. And since then, we've just been moving. Storm here, you know, she has, you know, so many different gamuts of, you know, artistry that just comes so easy to her. Right. We have Ever Ready, who was a soul singer, who pretty much can, you know, his name says it all. He's ever ready and ready to get busy on anybody's track. Okay. We have Anthem, who was also a writer and an MC, and also a very gifted artist, all-around artist. And we have myself and Khajewel. That's me, sorry.
Okay, we got that.
And then we have Lansky, yeah,
okay.
And he's another gifted artist who we have. And you know, just glad to be working with these guys.
Wonderful. Well, again, Kansas City, we have represented 2 members of the group. I want to move to MC Storm real quickly. I want you to just tell our viewers a little bit about yourself, how you got started, and kind of how, you know, your music became your passion.
All right. Well, I actually started out doing music. It started really as a game between me, my sister, and my cousin. And we all would see who can say the most funniest thing that rhymed. Okay. And then from that, it really grew into me, like, writing. And when I started to write, I would remember thinking, like, wow, I can really touch and influence people with my words.
Right.
And that's what kind of got me, you know, writing more and more. So it's always funny when I go out and perform and I have people come up to me after the shows and be like, wow, your story really touched me. And that is like one of the most rewarding parts of doing music, is being able to touch people. So that's the part that I enjoy the most.
And I think that's powerful, and it's definitely worth note that the passion kind of comes from a place where you know you can be influential and you can be impactful in a way that everybody can't. You know, different ones of us have different talents and different gifts. I want to go back just a little bit, because NuWayv is a movement and there are 5 members. How is it difficult, or is it any more difficult to move like that as a group as opposed to just being an independent solo artist?
I feel like being a part of a group, it pushes us. Because I can listen to a song that a Khajewel may do, or a song that Anthem does, and I'm like, wow, it makes me want to go write and create. But at the same time, it's hard because we all have different lives. So trying to sometimes come together is the hardest part, because, you know, we're local artists, so we all have jobs and we have lives and families that we have to attend to. So that's like the hardest part, but it makes it rewarding when I hear their music. It makes me want to write and get in the studio.
So I could definitely see how the collective energies can kind of come together to, you know, to be a very powerful force. Kind of along those same lines, is it more difficult being an independent artist in a city like Kansas City? I've had, you know, these conversations here recently where there are some struggles that independent artists face. Can you speak to those just a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, I noticed a big difference just coming from, like I say, moving back home from New Jersey, coming back to KC, just you know, everybody's on their grind, everybody's on their hustle, trying to make it. But it's not a like other cities. There's not a collective thing going on. Everybody's on their own little island, trying to be the first to, you know, have that light beamed on our city. But one thing that I've always pushed for, you know, is working not just with my movement diligently, but trying to, you know, collaborate with other artists, you know, other singers, because, you know, we also write music as well. Right. So we, you know, we try to collaborate outside of our movement, just to try to collectively get that big beam shining on our city. And then from there, we, you know, I feel like we will be able to move, and you know, with that all seeing eye on us, meaning, right, you know, the bigger industry eye for some people. Some people it's you know, just a local independent, you know, deal that people are looking for or whatever. When we make it a problem here in the city, that's when they'll come and check it for individuals. Right. You know, that's always been my thought.
And that, you know, that's I definitely think worth paying attention to, because there are some struggles I think that we face here, just being a smaller city and also being a Midwestern city. There's some issues there. I want you to speak a little bit to the elements that are NuWayv, and just, talk to our viewers a little bit about what those elements are, what they mean, and the significance they have to the group as a whole.
No, you go ahead, T. Because you know what he came up with this idea. He was like, it would be dope if we all had an element that kind of describes, what it is that we do musically.
Right.
And I actually feel that our elements kind of represent us pretty well as what it is that we contribute to the group.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
can
well,
you describe what it is?
well, like I said, we deal with the 5 elements. We have the water, earth, air, fire, and the spirit element. Storm, of course, is the water element. She's just real smooth, calm, collective, and just she's like the nourishment to the group. That's our lady. So we take good care of her. And she comes back and takes real good care of us as well. I mean, we all affect one another. Ever Ready is our R&B soul singer, so he's the air. He's blowing the music from singing and all that. So he without a doubt has that element. Anthem is our fire element. He's that brother. He keeps the group moving, keeps us heated up because he's one of the dopest MCs, and I'm willing to put any type of money on anybody that want to test that boy's fire because he comes with it. Myself, I'm the earth element. I'm more ground level, grassroots, telling those street side of the stories and just keeping it all the way real with what's going on, like reporting the street side of things. And then we have Lansky, who is our newest addition. He's the spirit element, and he carries the whole spirit. You never know what's on his mind. He could go off in a tangent, come back, work on a track for like 20-30 minutes, and it's a hit. He's real leveled in that sense. With that, so and all of us affect each other. Like Storm's water, can cool Anthem's fire. Anthem's air can either broaden the fire or bring it down. The spirit connects us all together. Storm's rain and water nourishes the earth, and we just all move that way. So it's just something that I came up with to kind of keep us connected and grounded as far as what our main goal here is to do.
It sounds like it's a perfect description of synergy, just the way that the way that things work together, as they're supposed to. I want to go back just a little bit and want to make sure that our viewers understand the difference between a group and a movement. Would you speak to that?
Who, me?
Yeah, preferably. Either way.
Oh, no. We have, one thing about a group, like there's no contracts and stuff that bind us. We all pretty much know each other some way or another. Like, Storm was real good friends with my brother, my younger brother, and that's how I met her. So there was a connection there. I went to school with Anthem. Lansky is actually my cousin. So, we all have a connection there. So the difference between us being a movement and a group, with the movement is we're more free to do what we want to do, however we want to do it. Like we make our own rules, and you can't bound artists. We're free to kind of move if we wasn't feeling what was going on, or let's say you just want to go off and do our own thing. There's no I got to sign myself out of this contract. We're a movement, so that means you're kind of free to move and come and go as you please. But at the same time, there is a strong base loyalty there.
I love that explanation. I want to cut to Storm for just a minute. Kansas City, if you haven't had the opportunity to hear her, I have actually heard her live. I want to just let you have a little taste real quick. So we're just going to move to that and come back to the interview.
I'd probably be 10 steps ahead of you. Eat the game up, sort of like it's edible. Got no ethics or morals, so get the story. Half of them bore me. Mommy came off the movie Povix, and I ain't calling you a whole miss, but if the shoe fit, wear it. Man, they kind of lucky that they can breathe the same air as me, looking through binoculars, binometers, wind chill at 6 below 7 degrees, including wind chill speeds. Put your hands up like cops say freeze, sucker MCs. And this is just a citizen's arrest for you sucker MCs.
See, that's a little bit of what you might get to see her live. Kansas City, you cannot miss that. So this is not a group. This is a movement. The way that Khajewel explained it, you have to see it to actually understand and to feel the synergy that they're talking about. There's some things that just fit together. This is an example of perfect synergy. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what's on the horizon for NuWayv, what we can expect, what do we need to know?
Yeah, well, we have everybody's working on individual projects. But the newest thing that we have in the makings is our collective CD that we call, it's called the NuWayv Order. Yeah, NuWayv Order. I'm about to say NuWayv The Movement. NuWayv The Movement presents NuWayv Order. That's the name of the newest CD. It's going to be dropping sometime in December. We just kind of putting some little finishing touches on it. You know, we have some very, 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 very good representations of every artist on this CD and everything that they're about. You'll be able to tell the difference, and just, you know, there's just a collective, you know, harmony that's going on with this new CD. So be on the lookout for that. We have you know, like I said, we got our website, NuWayv The Movement. You can go check out some of our individual music there. We have what is it? NuWayv? What is it? NuWayv.com. NuWayv.com. Yeah, www.nuwayv.com. We have stuff on SoundCloud. You can put in either our artist names and check that out. YouTube as well. You can go to put in NuWayv, Storm, Khajewel, Ever Ready. You know, so you can kind of get a feel for what we're doing. We're definitely out on the web, so, you know.
Wonderful. I want to thank you both for joining us here at What's Up Kansas City. And Kansas City, please don't sleep on this movement. It's something to see them live, but, you know, also just check out the websites. And again, please remember that we welcome your comments at What's Up Kansas City, so please log on to whatsupkansascity.net. Let us know what you think about our shows. And always remember that an investment in yourself, an investment in your community is an investment in yourself. Thank you.
I'm IFBB Bikini Pro Cat Williams, and when I'm not working out in the gym, I'm searching the web on Cascade Media and What's Up Kansas City. So make sure you check them out.